Hi Cancer, this is your reading. I always like to look at the cards when I start the reading. What is happening in 2 days? We have a new moon in your sign, exactly conjuncted to the sun at 7 degrees. And I thought that for your reading, Cancer, I'm gonna use this energy of the new moon and I'm gonna take it forward for the next following 4 weeks, because the process of the moon, the cycles, it might be, it's like they bring things that we might experience not just in one exact moment, but it's like a process that we start or something that happens that might take us up to a cycle of 6 months until we have a next full moon, or it might be even referring to the last full moon in Cancer, maybe. So maybe you could take a look when was the last new moon and full moon in Cancer, so that you can maybe check or think what was happening in your life at that moment, and maybe if there are some relations regarding what is happening to you right now, like maybe subjects are coming back to you, certain closures or new beginnings, or things that you are thinking with another light, Cancer? So this new moon, what has a special? 7 degrees, the number 7 is very prominent in this during this period, because not only is that the sun and the moon are exacted conjunct in this degree, but you also have in Aries, your 10th house, we have a conjunction of, we're going to experience a conjunction of Jupiter and Mars. Okay, so Jupiter, the planet that loves expansion, the planet of luck, the planet of knowledge. He likes things big, and he's a great benefic planet, together with Mars, the warrior planet, in the sign of Aries. And also the one that wants to take action and is like fighting for likes to fight for things, wants to go for things. It's like the one that is pulling or desires or actions, and what is funny is that while we're experiencing this new moon, so say that Mars still is in not yet in Aries. Mars is gonna enter in Aries by the 6th of July, okay? But Jupiter, while being in Aries in the 7 degrees, is doing a difficult, let's say, challenging square to this new moon in your sign and the sun. So Jupiter is squaring this new moon. And this is what I want to focus myself for this reading. Because of course there are many other things that are happening, and we are in a period, generally speaking, Cancer, that many of the planets are located in signs, in places of the sky where they are exalted, they are exalted, or they are, let's say, in their positive side, but when we're experiencing a square, and most definitely with a huge planet as Jupiter, and we're talking here about the moon, the Astro that rules you, the Hermit. You're so sensitive at this moment. Your intuition, it's very high. You're a very psychic sign, no matter if you want to display this tool or not. I'm not saying that all Cancers are spiritual, or they like astrology, or not at all, but let's say that Cancer generally, they have this characteristic of being very into this. It's like they have these psychic abilities, not this intuition where you can feel things more than most of people do. Cancer, and generally you are spot on in. No, thing is, what is the is like what is the archetype of the moon and your sign? No, it's the mother wound. It's the figure, the archetype of the mother, the universal mother, the caretaker, the nursing, the nurturing. It's the empathy, but something here is telling you need to. It's almost like you want to dive deep. It's like you need to dive deep. It's like going into very deep and introspective mode, Cancer, because your intuition is wanting to tell you something. You want to maybe explore something that for you it looks quite unknown, no? Or it was yet unknown. Maybe you knew it on the surface, but now something here is telling you want to dive deeper in this. And the thing is that this is not coming without a challenge, and this is where Jupiter is talking. This is where, I know that many astrologers, when we talk about squares and oppositions in astrology, yeah, they are the difficult aspects in astrology. But it's more than they say difficult. It's about a challenge that could be actually very beneficial, because it makes you. It's like it's making you grow out. It's making you advance. It's making you. It's all about the evolution, and so it doesn't come without obstacles. The evolution, and so. The Wheel of Fortune is coming here. The 10th, your 10th house, where Jupiter is, and I'm having here the Hermit, the 9 Arcane. Diving in so many, it's like, maybe right now you are a lot into metaphysical stuff more than you used to. It's like maybe you are interested in exploring the occult, exploring maybe philosophy, the world of the ideas, and certain concepts that maybe you were always interested in, but right now it's almost like you can't. It's like something here is telling you want to do it more. Maybe you even feel like you need to do this research. The Hermit in the Tarot, guys. So maybe you can see better the cards. He's going into the darkness, and he only has with him a lamp that represents his wisdom, and just like this little one here that is helping him walk through difficult road. And the change with this Wheel of Fortune. And when we're talking about a new moon, and most definitely when it's touching you and the sun, it's like you probably are going even into a physical change. This is not something that is just happening internally, Cancer, but I really feel like throughout maybe even this week or these next following weeks, you maybe want to experience a physical change. Maybe you want to change your hair, maybe you want to do something different. And to be honest, I think that this is something that you still are questioning because you doubt yourself. Like you realize, oh man, I would really like to do this thing to myself, like show myself in a different way, because I'm not feeling the same anymore. Here something has flipped in my life. Maybe events from the past unexpected things that happened to you in the past have shaped you to be what you are right now, and maybe you realize that there is still something else you would like to do to fulfill, or let's say put accomplish this massive transformation, you know. um, Things that you want to research and that you want to change, even not just of the way you feel, but in the way you represent, the way you represent yourself. You see, the sun putting all the light out, and the moon is all about the internal. So definitely all these things that maybe you had been keeping inside yourself, it's like it's becoming material. Cancer is wanting to become material. Maybe this is like just a process that you're feeling it internally right now, but you know that you are in the moment of putting it out. You know, with this Hermit coming here, maybe right now you want some solo time. I mean, definitely, you know, Cancer, I think you are in a moment where you might be very sensitive, emotional. What is coming in the challenge? The Ace of Wands. You want to take some time for yourself. Take care of yourself, you know. Taking a good bath, or maybe, you know, giving some pleasure, you know. Giving yourself some pleasure, maybe with food, man. Yeah, I mean, you love to eat. And when you are in your moods, Cancer, I mean, you're talking to a Taurus, so I know what it means. You know, it's like you might want to, you know, maybe get that meal that you really enjoy eating, you know, or prepare yourself something. Now, one thing is also important to remark about the aspects, because I see right now here, and you know, this is a general reading, so maybe this is not resonating with all of you, but I just hope it's the case, Cancer. But I got a feeling that I see a very solo energy in this reading. It's like I see Cancer right now, and maybe throughout this week, while we experience this new moon, wanting to have some solo time. No? Wanting to explore all these things that are happening to you, and things from the past that happened, no matter if you like them or not. And how these things touch you. What consequences they bring you in your life. No? How they make you grow. How they make you wiser. What you learn from it. You know? But when we're talking at a general level, no, about this new moon and this precise square to Jupiter in Aries, and then Mars is gonna enter in Aries, and it's gonna be by the 6th of July, and it's gonna intensify this energy. It's like something here, no? Aries, it's all about the self, you know, all about the self, all about, it's the warrior that when they want something, it's like nothing can get in the way, okay? It's a sign that it reminds us or individualism, you know, of us as independent in a society. But Cancer is the sign that it's all about the other. You see? And while Jupiter and Mars, then making it even stronger, no, are taking this Arian energy and putting it out, like, you know, and making this square to this moon and this sun in your sign. It might be that you want to, you know, it's like something here is like you're thinking about what are the boundaries. Boundaries is like where you want to give and where you want to give less. I hope I'm making myself understandable. It's like there is almost like this questioning, no, and there is where I see the challenge, but that I think it could be so good. It's like you realizing or wanting to see like where you have given overly too much and where you're not giving enough, and maybe also like where are the boundaries regarding, it's like, you know, these, the Cancer archetype of the mother one, no, it's like the taking care, the wanting to take care of others, the wanting to heal. And this is also the reason why I think this moon is probably a very healing moon for most of us, you know. But most surely for you, Cancer, something here might be telling you, okay, I have maybe these healing properties, or I have these wanting to take care of my family, protect the people that I love, help others, but then until what point I had been taking care of myself, you know. I think that this is probably a very important question that is going through your head at this moment, or something is like, it's like things of the past that happened to you that are making you realize, maybe something here is telling me I need to first heal myself so then I could or be able to better heal others, let's say. If you are, for example, a healer, okay, or somebody that works in, you know, nursing, for example, or maybe if you, it's not the case, but just simply you are somebody that is constantly doing a lot of things for their family, you know, you spend a lot of things or time with them, you want to do this and that for them, and maybe something here might come as, well, right now maybe I just need to do first this by myself so that then I could come back to you, you know. It's almost like this feeling of, I gotta say, I get the feeling that there is a Cancer here that is feeling into the Death card. Guys, the Death card. I mean, it's so a really, well, it's kind of annoying, you know, the lighting, you know, but I can't, you know, it's nature, and I don't want to stop the videos for these kind of things, you know. I suppose you can understand, Cancer. The Death card coming here, Cancer. That transformation, man, the Hermit with the Death card. I was talking about completion of the transformation. This is what it looks like. It's like you went through a massive change in your life. Things that happen unexpectedly, surprises. Your situation it's like, I feel like in the past, this Cancer is watching this video right now. You thought that things were fixed. You thought that something was fixed or stable in your life, and something happened that made it like everything that was fixed, it moved. It was shaking. And this was necessary. This was something that you could not control. This was something that just happened, Cancer, or many things at the same time or progressively that happened to you. And it's like, Cancer, right now, it's maybe you are still in the moment of understanding what all these meant, what all these pairings meant. You're in search of information here, because I got a feeling that you know that these things happen to you. You have to maybe go through this change. You have to change of location. Maybe you wanted to change of work. Maybe you want to do something different about your physicality, or something that is actually also very internal for you. But you have been thinking about this for a while without maybe being able to fully arrive to, no. And then this is when the Death comes. the Death, a Scorpio card. You know, I'm having Virgo and Scorpio here. And the Ace of Wands is what is coming in the obstacle. Giving birth to something that you have transformed. Feeling that you have that new start. After being, or having this time, after taking your time being in the cave. Maybe this is something that you're just experiencing throughout this week. Maybe this is not something that you're experiencing like long term, but this is kind of like a heavy energy. I'm not saying it in a bad sense. I'm just saying heavy in the sense that this is an energy that takes time. It doesn't come fast. The Dead. You know, it's massive transformation. You know, transmutation, Cancer. And I feel like right now your blockage is to maybe you feel like you have maybe an opportunity here. I mean, Jupiter still, even though it's doing a square to your moon and the sun in your sign right now. Jupiter, and by the 6th, Mars is entering in this 10th house. You know, I mean, 10th house. Something maybe about your work. Something that you would like to do different about your work. A new job you want to start. It's like possibilities are coming here. An opportunity, it's happening. You know, it's like a door is being open here. Or you suddenly receiving the energy to put more work into it so you can make it happen or attract this. But I don't think that until now this is what you saw or what you're able to perceive of this. You know? Maybe by now you knew that there was something new that you wanted to do about your career. And I'm saying career, but you know, take it as what it is for you, man. Maybe something about, you know, how you want to represent yourself in the world. Maybe you always used to look or do something in a certain way, and you know that you are perceiving your circle, like people that you used to work with, or your network, or the people that you do creative things with. They have a certain image of you, Cancer, and it looks like right now, Cancer, you might want to break out that image. You know, you might definitely want to break out that image, and I think that you have been thinking about this for a while. You know, I mean, I really feel it like very internal, but like it's in the process of becoming material. You know, and then Cancer. I want to know how you're coming consciously in the reading with this new moon and these aspects. Four of Coins. And this is something that you can do very well. You know, saving. You save. Save time, save energy. Maybe save money. Maybe there is this movement that you want to take, maybe this change in your career, or maybe this thing that you would like to do that will mean a physical change for you. It's something that you know you feel like you might need more investments to go through this change. Cancer. I feel like maybe in some moments you feel that okay, you have a certain amount of stability, maybe regarding your financial life or what you're doing, but you know it's not enough. for what you actually want to do now. Four of Coins. And so, because, okay, you got to this level, Cancer, you're into protective mode regarding what you have created, like reserving. And, you know, one thing is, I mean, it's a generalization, but one thing, or that you could appreciate from people that have a strong Cancer in the chart, is when you would go to their houses, and you know, a house for a Cancer, it's quite secret, like sacred, no? It's like a temple, you know. And when you will go to their house, you will probably won't be surprised to find that they will have double things of many things. You know, like they would like to have double things of many things because they need to have a reserve in case of, you know. That's that, you know, a protective thing, you know, that Cancer might have. Is like you want to reserve certain things so that you know that you will be prepared in case that will be in need. No, that protective energy you have, you know. Maybe something here is telling you that you need to, or you were wanting to protect regarding your work or what you're doing, or that is touching your finances. And that because it's like maybe all this change or this thing that you want to do right now is, you know, might request a lot from you, so you are into saving mode, Cancer. Now, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups coming in the context here. I mean, and you know, when we're talking about the context, it doesn't have to be necessarily the energy of someone else influencing you. It obviously can be, more surely when it's coming with a core card like this one, but it's about maybe how you're perceived by others in this context, for example. Or it could also be what is the matter of the situation independently of you, but obviously how it's influencing you, no? So the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Cups, which is you. And what is coming in your hopes and fears is the Knight of Coins. The feels. Feelings. Man, you should, I mean, you know, there is this song of Nina Simone is coming to my head, Cancer. Feelings. And there is this version at Montreux Festival, I think it's in the late 70s. I think you should check it because I don't know, kind of came to my head right now while watching to these cards. Feelings. I mean, it's a very melancholic song, but it's so beautiful. Feelings. Feelings. Like this Queen of Cups. I want to know what is coming at the end, and I'm gonna put it together, Cancer. Because I'm getting, it's like I'm getting here, there are like two parts of this reading. There is something like highly, very internal, emotional that is happening. It's like we're talking here about your heart, we're talking here about your feelings, we're talking here about your spirituality, we're talking here about something quite deep is happening or you're trying to process throughout this week, you know. But at the same time, I got the feeling that something very maybe material, more regarding your finances, something that is also influencing the situation. Now, what is coming at the end of this reading? In the conclusions, please. And then if I need to, I will put some specifics with another deck. Cancer. Feelings. What is coming in the end? Man. 5 swords. And Three of Wands. You're very much into yourself in this moment, and you're like trying to understand what happened here. What were all these things that move on in this direction, and it's like things that happened maybe in the past, and maybe you even didn't have the time to really understand what was going on or why this came to you or what happened, and maybe sometimes you don't have a reason to understand what, no? Sometimes there are things that you cannot find a logic to it, no? But it's like, it's about assuming, accepting, no? It's about resilience, Cancer. And I got the feeling that maybe somebody, or there is something here, that a situation that you are rethinking about regarding maybe a past connection in your life, Cancer, or something that was very influential at emotional level, that was ended. And it didn't end it in the way that you felt that it's almost like nobody actually win in the situation regarding this end. 5 of Swords. And I also get the feeling it's almost like you are right now, and this could represent maybe, I gotta say, man, maybe a mother figure. Maybe somebody that you see with the mother characteristics in your life. Maybe this could be a friend. Maybe this could be a housemate. Maybe this could be a sister. Maybe this could be, The Queen of Cups is definitely somebody. This could be, and not necessarily even just feminine, okay? This could be of any gender. Maybe this could be a past lover, or somebody that you had a quite an intimate, or you have a quite intimate relationship with. And something had changed in the dynamics with this person. And maybe this is something that already happened, but it's like, Cancer, you are processing exactly what is happening regarding. It's like, what happened here? Trying to heal the situation. Because I got the feeling that there were many things here that they were not very, it's like the situation didn't end in the right way. Like no parts that got into the discussion, or no parts that got into this issue, and the situation feeling well about it. I mean, and obviously when you have, breakups or pauses or separations, definitely you're always gonna feel bad about it. You're not gonna, but I get the vibe that something here happened where there was something like that was said, misunderstood, or wrongly expressed, and created quite a stagnation of something that got stuck inside yourself or inside the situation, Cancer. And why I'm thinking, or like I'm feeling this, is also because I see you almost like maybe you are in a moment where you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to understand, and how I was saying before, and talking more in a general level, like, where are these boundaries? Maybe where you feel that you gave overly too much, or maybe you gave, and now is the moment to put a closure to those giving connections, like where instead of becoming nourishing connections, they become vampires connections. No? Or maybe you are in a moment realizing where you haven't given enough. Maybe it's at the opposite. Maybe because of things that happen, Cancer, you enter in a mode where you close up yourself, and this made you become too reserved towards certain people that you actually realize right now that you could maybe spend more time with, or maybe you would like to have that important discussion with them so that you can make peace out of the situation, no matter what you would decide about it, no? Because I got the feeling I'm getting, no, it's like this energy that maybe Cancer is like, I got the feeling that maybe somebody or something is like that is related to your heart might be wanting to talk to you or approach you in some way. Because they see you as that queen of hearts you are, Cancer, or you can be. But I feel like right now, Cancer, you feel like you need to give the back to the situation, or that's your perception. Like maybe you're going through a lot. I mean, having the Hermit with the transformation and the Wheel of Fortune here, it's a lot. Is that you went or you're going through massive transformation, Cancer. Massive transformation. And it feels like you're in process of regenerating yourself, and maybe this is a reason why you know you need to protect yourself right now. And now I gotta say, because I see this Ace of Wands coming in the obstacle, I got the feeling it's almost like, Cancer, you feel in some moments that you would like to feel again more energy, or you would like to feel more revived, like being born again. You know, this Ace of Wands represents in many ways giving birth to something. And as I have the Death card here, it's almost like you would like to give born to something, or it's like you being yourself reborn of this situation. But you feel like maybe, Cancer, right now it still needs time. It's like, I feel like you're walking away, or you're giving it back here to a certain situation in your life, or maybe many different situations. And maybe this is what you feel you need to do right now. But as I feel this Five of Swords here, you know, I don't feel like, mentally speaking, you know, this is where you find your peace at the long term. Maybe this is what you need to do right now. But this is not where maybe you know that with time you won't feel right about it. Ten of Cups. I'm sorry, I need to be very specific with this reading because, you know, I mean, I wanted to pull an extra card for, sorry for the light. I need to put an extra card to talk about this Five of Swords, and I see this Ten of Cups. And I have this Queen of Cups coming here in the context situation. I get the feeling that maybe this is really somebody that is connected to your family, Cancer. Someone that you were or you are very close with. Maybe for some of you, could be definitely your mom, you know. I mean, and something maybe about the dynamics on the way you relate to your mother has to change. And maybe, you know, for some of you, you know, like nothing really happened now with your mother, but maybe you are investigating your relationship with her right now. You're wanting to investigate. I mean, man, and this is Cancer season, and you know, with this moon and having the sun here, things are being exposed to the light, maybe regarding the dynamics on how you will like parent parenting. Maybe if you're, how you were related to your mom during your childhood, or influences of your father and your mother. How did it influence you while you were a child, and how is that being projected right now in your life and in the way you connect and in the way you relate to others, Cancer? Definitely, man. Also it's like having this Hermit and this Death card here. It really feels like maybe this is not something that necessarily has to be something that is happening right now, or a discussion and something that is like very there, but it's like you are wanting to explore maybe all these paths, and you're taking it with you into another, it's like an unknown road. To understand maybe certain patterns in the way you express your emotions, in the way you relate to others, maybe why you behave in certain ways in your relationships. And you find something here that it has a lot to do in the way you are related to your mom, or you were. Because this Ten of Cups with 5 Swords has something here to do about family. I see here very strongly, really. And this Queen of Hearts, it's almost like something here about family that you are revising, you are rethinking. How was my childhood here? How this had affected me in my relationships. Now, I'm gonna use the Oswald Tarot to put a card on this Queen of Hearts, okay? Now, it's very interesting, it's very in Cancer, and I didn't expect less from it. At least for me, because I really wanted to do your reading before this new moon in your sign, because it's your season, and yeah, I live in Centerville, it's like in a city. It's your season and it's your birthday, and you get emotional. Even if you have all these things to, opportunities to party, to go around, to meet your family, to celebrate your birthday, I think something here is making you very sensitive. And then by the mid of July, Cancer, we're going to experience a full moon in your 7th house. So, Cap, with Pluto, with Pluto in your 7th house of relationships, intimate connections. People that you see as close, people that you commit to, people that you committed to or engaged to. Relationships that are coming probably to a closure. Maybe they did already, but right now this is like the end of the end. And you know that, no? It's like the liberation as well, no? The way that you can, it's like you ended the process. You ended the cycle with this person. No, so you can liberate yourself towards the new. No, towards that new self that you are building right now. Because you're not feeling the same way, anyway, Cancer. You're not feeling in the same way anymore, and you're not perceiving people in the same way anymore, and people don't see you in the same way anymore. And you're gonna have to detach yourself from these. And maybe this is exactly where it's becoming the challenge. It's like, am I really able? It's like, that's the question. Am I really able to, do this? Why I haven't, Wow. Now I'm having here the King of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is in this reading. And this King of Cups has come with this Knight of Pentacles. And I see the Emperor with the Empress in the back. Cancer. Emotional maturity and emotional independence. Cancer. You being able to probably detach yourself from a situation that was, even if you let it in the past go. Right now, you had studied it, you have went into the cave, you have done all this work, this transformation, and now this is the moment where this is becoming material in your life, and not just like, no, it's like 10 of coins, man. 9 of coins here with the 10 of cups and the 5 of swords, and the 10 of coins with the king. Man, family. Oh my god, Cancer. The sun and the moon. Whoever are or you relate this video to, I mean, this is people that are very influential in your life, Cancer. Connections that you engaged for a while. People that you seen or you see as family, or you know, that you build ancestral life with, and history. This is history. 10 of coins with the king of cups is history. Have the 9 of coins. But it's like, Cancer, you know that you need to detach yourself from this right now. And when I'm saying this, it doesn't mean maybe you need to kind of, you know, split or no, but it's like the way you perceive or you used to relate to these people or this precise person. Something here has to change, and it's changing. It's changing very, very drastically, and it has been already there for a while, but I think right now is the moment where it's happening. Cancer. When you are being really able to free yourself and let it go, so you can really let this one come, start new in your life, like bring all this newness, give birth to this newness that can bring so much, like this new cycle. But you're really gonna have to break here some skins of the past, okay, Cancer? Take your time, give yourself pleasure, do whatever you feel like with your senses right now, Cancer. Most surely if you're going, it's like you're connecting to this video, you need to do. Alright, and just take that time, but knowing like that now is, after this, it's time to stand up. Okay? I hope this reading had helped you, Cancer. I really wish you the best. Happy birthday, by the way. And I hope to see you next month. Okay? Take care. Bye bye, Cancers.